You're right, everyone, it's Ace here from Team RCC. We've got my granddad outside with a leaf blower. It was absolutely relentless, so it would make sense to do this video another time, but I need to get them in the post in a minute, so I'm doing this video quickly before I post these builds. So you just have to bear the noise. It's typical when I want to do a video, it comes as close as he possibly can to me with a leaf blower. I mean, I'll just show you. I mean, look. Any other time he'd be doing the rest of the yard, but he's got even closer now. I'm doing the video. Anyway, velociraptors. These are adolescent size. They are for a shooter that is on my team, Team RCC. Now, I'll show you the OTT one first. It's carbon fibre on the shooter's side, 6mm, and then the front side is a carbon fibre split with plantstone forest floor. Hopefully the camera or the video will focus on that. It's really nice stuff. It's basically loads of stuff you'd find on the forest floor: lichen, twigs, bark, moss, all stabilised, compressed, and then cast in resin. Very nice stuff, and I think it goes really well with the carbon fibre. You've got natural materials, like obviously it's machine made, like, but you've got natural stuff that's from the forest floor, which is old, and then you've got carbon fibre, which is like a really new material, ultra modern, ultra strong, and ultra nice. Then we've got my sandwich sight band clamps. I've fitted these flush. I can't always put them flush on frames for certain reasons, but on this one I could. And then we've got 4 different colour reference points. The bolts are titanium. They all had to be cut down, which was a nightmare cutting them down, I'll be honest, it was hard work. Carbon fibre pins, matching bead. I tried to mess the pattern up on the carbon fibre this side as best I could to make it look different from the back, but it turns out it's quite thick layered carbon fibre. It wasn't as easy to mess up as stuff I've used previously. They're right hand hold frames, which means I could shoot these to a decent standard. I could very easily keep these, if I'm honest. They're so nice. But yeah, we've got pin and lanyard pin down the bottom. They're around about 12.5mm overall, half inch I'd say, maybe half inch, something like that. We've got neon green liners and spacers. Now personally I think you could have done any colour liner or core liner, I'd like to call it, and spacers. Any colour would have worked, but it wouldn't have looked as good as this neon green. This really does pop. They've got a nice weight to them. This is the paddle fork version. This, if I'm honest, will shoot the same as this, but this can be entered into a PFS event in the UK. That's the reason why I wanted the 2. So it's obviously got the small gap, 12mm. That's right, 11mm gap. It's 12mm to conform, so it does conform, and it can be shot in PFS events. That's the reason why he has the 2. That's 1 clamp across there as well, but pretty much built the same. Weighted a little bit heavier, obviously, because there's more weight in here. I like this weight a little bit more, to be honest. What I like about this clip attachment is, I've come to the realisation, people will disagree or whatnot, some people like a heavier frame to reduce recoil and band slap. Heavy frames such as this General, which is bronze, it's very heavy. You could use it as a paperweight also, but it's not about the whole weight in the frame. I personally don't think you need weight down here. I think where you want the weight is in the fork tips. If you put the weight in the fork tips, it will reduce, in my head, the draw of your bands, the weight, the draw weight. Because you've got more weight here, it's like putting bands to a rock and pulling it back. They'll come back a lot easier than putting it to something like a biro or something feather light, for instance. Now, if you've got a bit of weight in the tips, you can push forward a little bit, and it'll reduce your draw weight without a doubt. And also, it will reduce the chance of band slap and whatnot. So I don't think you need the weight here. I think you need the weight in the fork tips, and for me that's a well balanced frame. That's what I like about these. You've obviously got the bolts which add weight. You've got the inserts inside to take the bolts which also add weight. So, and also the clips. Well, not so much on these, but on frames with added clips on the side you have. But yeah, I think they're a lovely set. I'm rambling. I hope you all like them. I'm very happy with them, and now I need to get them posted out, and I won't show anything here, but I've got 3 or 4 builds here that I'm working on, so I'll catch you all soon. Over and out. Cheers.